The young maid was taking a shower. The sound of running water drifted into the old man's ears, stirring a restless desire within him. He tried to enter her room, pleading over and over, but she never opened the door. Not until he suddenly cried out in pain did she finally open it, helping him back to his bed, gently resting his head on her lap and softly feeding him his medicine. As he looked at her seductive figure, the old man, surprisingly, blushed, a rare trace of shyness appearing on his wrinkled face. The next day, emboldened by alcohol, he tried to make a move on her. He pushed her to the floor, but after all that struggle, he realized he was too old. Some things were no longer possible. Yet the maid didn't scold him for his clumsy aggression. Now that she knew he posed no real threat, she began to open up even more. She even started bathing with him. He sat in the bathtub while she stood in the shower nearby. Water from her shower occasionally splashed onto him, making his body burn with desire and his mind spiral out of control. But what he didn't know was that he was walking right into the trap she had carefully laid. Just a month earlier, she had been hired as his live-in maid. At first, the old man gave her a hard time. If the food wasn't exactly to his taste, he'd flip the entire plate and order her to start over. Even when she injured her hand, he still made her massage him through the pain. During his afternoon naps, he demanded she sit by his side. If she so much as nodded off, he'd throw a basin of cold water in her face. Despite such abuse, the maid endured it all in silence, because she had something important to accomplish. Then one day, she accompanied the old man to a reunion. There, she sang a beautiful, haunting song. Her voice stirred something deep in him, reminding him of his late wife, softening his heart for the first time in years. From that day forward, she began subtly flaunting her figure. Every time he stared too long, she would shyly look away, keeping control of the rhythm, teasing him, luring him in bit by bit. At times, she even fed him his medicine mouth to mouth, drawing them closer than ever. Over time, the old man found himself completely dependent on her. Then one day, she casually mentioned she was going on a date with a young man. Panic set in. He couldn't bear the thought of losing her. He even offered her all of his fortune, just to make her stay. That's when she looked at him coldly and revealed the truth. She had been his son's girlfriend, a former hostess, and the old man, determined to break them up, had hired men to publicly humiliate her in front of his son. Devastated, his son was hit by a car while crossing the street and died. Now she wanted the old man to experience that same pain, the agony of losing someone he loved. With those final words, she walked away. Not long after, the old man died too, alone, consumed by grief and regret.